Hey, what's up guys? Brad with the Squared Away Everyday channel, and today we're having a interesting conversation on, is it worth it to buy a TRD Pro at all? Is it worth the money? I just got done having a conversation with a guy specifically about this, and so it doesn't matter whether it's a Sequoia or a Tacoma or a Tundra or a 4Runner. It's just the concept of buying the TRD Pro variant in general and whether it's worth the money or not. So anyway, I figured I'd do a really quick video before the family gets home here. It's quiet in the house, and so I figured I'd just do a super quick vid. If you haven't had a chance yet, please go ahead and like the video, sub to the channel, and let's take a look at it. Okay, so the TRD Pros in general, and this is tea, this isn't beer. And I'm just got home from work, just taking a quick break in the day, and I'm just having some nuts and I'm having some tea. I don't drink, so my neighbors probably think I'm crazy when I'm doing this in the garage. This is where I store all my tea in my outdoor garage. But anyway, is it worth it to buy a TRD Pro as of 2021 or ever, really? It really doesn't matter when you're buying it. Here's what I'll tell you. If you're somebody who is planning on, like, you like the off-road look, you like the aggressive look of having an off-road vehicle, whether it's, Tundra, Sequoia, whatever, it doesn't really, Sequoia, it doesn't really matter. If you just like that look, that's cool. If you plan on using it, that's even better. That's great. But the reality is, if you plan on buying a rig and paying for it all on like credit cards, that's a horrible idea. And when I say paying for it all, I mean all the accessories, the truck accessories, all that kind of stuff. That's a horrible idea. The bumpers and the shocks and the suspension and the upgraded lights and just all of that shit is very expensive to throw on a credit card. If you're a good little consumer, maybe you're getting like a 10 or 11% interest rate on that stuff. And if not, you're paying maybe 20%, 25%, maybe 30% on the actual goods you're gonna buy and put on that credit card. So if you're gonna buy a rig and you're planning on just outfitting like the suspension and the lights and just everything you would do initially first on your credit card, go ahead and buy a TRD Pro. Just hands down, that's going to be a better option. Like I said, if you're a good little consumer, then maybe you're getting like a 2.99% interest rate buying a new TRD Pro versus 10, 11% if you decide to just put it on a credit card. So from that standpoint alone, go ahead and do that. Or maybe you own a business and you need to just stay liquid and you don't want to just buy this stuff cash, go ahead and buy the TRD Pro, and then in a couple years, you can start to upgrade some different stuff on the truck, maybe throw a bumper on at that point or whatever, but at least in the meantime, you have a very capable rig. Now, if you're somebody who's just gonna go buy the rig and you're just gonna pay for everything with cash, don't go doing it on a credit card. And I know this isn't a finance channel, but geez, that's just a bad way to do it. Just buy the TRD Pro and be done with it. You've got your shocks, the suspension in general, you've got better wheels, you've got nicer tires. I think they're putting Terra grapplers on the TRD Pros as of 2021. And you've got upgraded fog lights and I don't know, vegan leather seats. I don't know what the hell else you're really concerned about, but that's a really great start in your off-road rig. So anyway, don't put it on a credit card. If you're somebody who owns a business and you just need to stay liquid for investments or whatever, go ahead and buy the TRD Pro because it's going to be a cheap interest rate. You're pretty much financing all of the upgraded components in that rig into your 3%, 4% interest rate, whatever you're getting there. And anything under 4% is just going to be really nice in general. That's really cheap money. So there's that. Now, if you're the guy that's just going to go buy a rig and you're going to put like 10, 15, 20, $30,000 cash into it, absolutely don't go buy a TRD Pro because you're going to be pulling half that shit off anyway. You're probably going to put some different suspension on it. You're probably going to want a different set of wheels. You're probably going to put in your own like Baja lights. You probably aren't going to do the rigid lights. I don't know, maybe you are. But my point is, you can probably do all that stuff cheaper if you just pay out of pocket, and you can probably have a rig that's a little bit more tuned to what you're going to be doing, and a little bit more tuned to like your preference and aesthetic choices and stuff like that too. So long and the short of it, if you are somebody who is going to buy your rig and you don't have any money or cash to upgrade the rig, or you just need to hold on to your cash, go ahead and buy the TRD Pro. They're a pretty good value, and you got to just lump all of the accessories into that new car payment, which is probably a 3%, 4% interest rate, which is really not that bad at all. If you're somebody who's got cash to burn and you're gonna go ahead and finance the vehicle, right? If we can get a good interest rate on it, go ahead and finance the vehicle. But then you're gonna dump a bunch of just cash into it for your upgrades, don't go buying a TRD Pro. It's gonna be way more expensive than it needs to be. And like I said, you're probably gonna pull half that shit off anyway and put in the stuff that you wanted in the first place. So there's that. And even if you're somebody who, no, that's it. I'm gonna leave the video right there. If you guys like the video, please go ahead and give me a like, give me a sub. This video is probably not gonna get hardly any views, but I just thought it'd be interesting for those of you that are curious, is it worth it? In those situations it is, and in those situations it's not. That's pretty much it. Signing off.